Okay, so good day to you, my dear students. Once again, I'm Sean Xavier Alquilita. So we'll be going to proceed to the next topic about eduction, and that is what we called it as the conversion. So before we start, I have a song dedicated to you, no? And please listen to this. A simple conversion which involves the E proposition as well as the I proposition. So this example, no cat is a dog. So here, this is an E proposition. Okay, so first things first. What is the first step? The first step is to interchange the subject and predicate. So here, this example, the cat is the subject, the predicate is a dog, so the predicate term. So what you're going to do is to interchange. Okay, so the predicate becomes the subject, dog, and the subject, cat, becomes a predicate. Okay, okay, period. Then, number two, retain the quality of the copula. So just retain. If the given is negative, no cat is a dog, just retain it. No, just retain. And as well as the quantity, just retain the quantity. So, from no cat is a dog, you can also say no dog is a cat. So, therefore, this is the converse. Conversion. Converse. And this one is the given. This one is the given proposition. Okay? So that's an example of conversion of E. So an E proposition, by simple conversion, the converse is just the same as E proposition. So if the given is E, the converse is still E, but the subject and predicate are being interchanged. Okay? So let's move to the next example. Okay, some students are activists. So, what you're going to do by this example, this is the given or the converted. This is the given. No? Some students are activists. So, what you're going to do first step is to interchange the subject and predicate. So, here, the predicate becomes the subject. Activists, and the subject becomes the predicate. Okay. Then, number two is to retain the quality of the copula. So, if the copula is affirmative, just retain as affirmative. No, as well as the quantity. So, the quantity is particular, just retain as particular. So, here, you have to answer some activists are students. So, this is already conversion. CONV. Okay, so that's the example for E and I. These are the simple conversions. So let's move to the next proposition. Let's move to the next proposition. And, okay, let's move here. Conversion per accidens, in Latin, per accidens, or conversion by limitation. So here, um, conversion by limitation or conversion per accidents. And in this example or in this particular conversion, it does not involve E proposition and I proposition, but conversion by limitation or conversion by per accidents is only limited to A proposition. This one. That is limited only to A proposition. When A proposition is a converted, converted, the extension we converse is limited. So A, from A, the given proposition, if the given proposition is A, it converts to I proposition. Okay, so just to give an example. This is an example given. All judges are lawyers. Of course, it's already a common sense that you cannot become a judge unless if you're a lawyer. So this is a given proposition. This is a given or the converted, no? It's just only a given. Now, the first, do not forget also by limitation, even by conversion per accidents, please do not forget to, um, please don't forget to follow the three-step rule. Okay, so first step is to interchange the subject and predicate. So the predicate becomes the subject and the subject becomes the predicate. So just here, for this example, lawyers, the predicate term becomes a subject term. Okay, just to move here. Lawyers. And the subject becomes the predicate. Okay, now the next one is to um, retain the quality of the copula. So the quality here is affirmative. Since that a proposition is affirmative, you're going to convert it into an affirmative proposition. But it is not the same as A, but it becomes I proposition. But still, I proposition is still an affirmative proposition by the quality of the copula. So I is still affirmative. So if the given is affirmative, the converse is also affirmative. So here, from all judges or lawyers into some lawyers are judges. That should be the conversion for a proposition. That is why from a proposition, which is all judges are lawyers, it becomes I proposition. Some lawyers are judges. Does it make sense? Of course, you cannot become a judge unless if you're a lawyer. All judges are lawyers, but you cannot say that all lawyers are judges, but in fact, you can say some lawyers are judges. Does it make sense at all? That's the idea here. Okay? So always remember that from if the given is a proposition, the converse should be I proposition. The last one. Ah, just an example here. So let's proceed with the O proposition. No? So I give you the example. Okay, so let's continue here. This is now the given proposition. O proposition. Not all businessmen are lawyers. It's by quality of the copula that is negative since it is not all, but the quantity is particular, no? But since this is O proposition, if you want to converse the O proposition, conversion, conversion, here, the conversion, but how do you want to convert the O proposition? Actually, the O proposition cannot be converted. So your answer, it's either X, or some say you can say NA, which is not applicable, X or X. Just give it. Why? Why? Why is it, sir, that O proposition cannot be converted? Okay. So because the term is being overextended already, no? So a particular term cannot become into a universal term. So since that O proposition, this one is an O proposition. O proposition consists of subject and predicate, no? But since the copula is negative, so it is negative. Now, the subject is particular. That's why it's particular, not all. The subject is particular. And since that the copula is negative, it is understood that the particular or that the predicate term, since the copula is negative, it is understood if the copula is negative, it is understood that the predicate is always universal. Okay, so that is the logical formulation of the O proposition, no? The So if you're going to interchange the subject and predicate, the predicate the predicate here will be affected, will be overextended, and it becomes into a universal term, which is an overextension of the term, since that the third the third step is do not overextend the term. So when you say overextension of the term, that the predicate term cannot become into a universal term. So here, because of this, O proposition cannot be converted. So I guess that is all, and that is all for our conversion. So I'm looking forward for our next lesson on the eduction, which is contraposition as well as inversion. So once again, this is Sean Xavier Alquilita, now signing off.